Hello, hello, and welcome to your favorite program. This is Buhle Betfu, and my name is Nelly Swamakanya. We are back here bringing you the exclusivity of the kingdom of Eswatini, and of course, it can only be found on Eswatini TV. Today, we are here at the hub of the country, in the city of Manzini, bringing you Asante Guest House. I'm not gonna say much. You're just gonna see it for yourself. Let's see what they have for us.
My name is Delisa Malaza. I'm the general manager of Asante Guest House. So basically, I mean, as a general manager, you know, I'm overseeing all the logistics around the running of the business, basically. Asante basically means thank you. So Asante, it's just a collection of African, I would say, an Afrocentric, you know. So what we're basically doing is that we are bringing all the African, whether it's religion, attire, food, you know. So basically what we are is that we produce, or we are more of like an Afrocentric, you know, religion whereby siletha konke lokusuka la Africa. Now we are Latin Betfu, Utaukanza, cinema, attire la represent most of the countries, you know, and nema rooms zethu labelishwe, and now we are lama room into Utaukanza kunemagama labhalwe ngekwehlukana ngekwe African. So basically, we're just an Afrocentric place where that you can find in the city center of Manzini in Swaziland. Yes. So the whole background basically, it comes from the business has existed for more than 13 years, you know. So we just thought of, you know, in a place where people coming from overseas, they'll be thinking, you know, I'm coming from the New York, or I'm coming from Austria, you know. I'm looking for a place where I just want to feel the African. I want to feel Swatini, then I want to get food. I want to get, you know, something that will represent African. So that's what we give you. That's what the place is all about. Basically, we have about 10 rooms, you know, as well, based on the license, which allows us to have 10 rooms. Otherwise, we would love to extend, actually, to even more than 50 or 100 because of the demand, you know, that we've been getting, actually. We've been having visitors coming all the way. Most of the most supporting, actually, that we've been getting the support from the state. We've been having most of the English, you know, I mean, we've been having a lot of the Indians as well, you know. So basically, what I've realized is the fact that most people that come to Swaziland, we are coming overseas, abafuni kuyolala isikhathi esiningi to what they are used to. They never figure out they want to get that Afrocentric feeling, you know, which is what we give. As I had mentioned before, we would see Emma rooms at Tunjetine who name on different, like Magama, like Kenyan. You've got a name that's a Zimbabwean. You've got a name on the rooms that it's Swazi. You've got, I mean, so basically, never figure like wow. So if someone is coming from Ghana, Afia Kanza, Ghana. So that's what these guys do. I mean, that's what our guests like they appreciate. We would see, you know, it's, we are not moving away from who we are. You understand? Because I think there's a saying that says, the world is waiting for something new. But even though the world is waiting for something new, we don't change who we are in the movement of waiting for something new. We're still not changing the way that we are. We are Africans, so we are selling ourselves as Africans. You know, we represent Africa, basically. Sine sivula ekuseni nga-7 o'clock. So nje nabo wendlulela lapha ngemgwaqo coffee sevelele. In Lakbita, little water. You just come in. We always have our chefs who are always ready to serve you with our nicest breakfast in Manzini. And then we have lunch. We've got a menu as well, whereby you can just come without even have to order prior. But you know almost that when you order prior, then you just come and your food is always ready by the time. But at the same time, I mean, as we know how the hospitality or the restaurant works, you just come and order, whether you order your steaks. We have our, like any other place, we have our signature dishes, basically, you know, which represent us. It's our signature dishes, as I said, whereby now figure Asante, don't tell her good and represent Asante Guest House. Yes, we have our marimba basket, we've got our mas banka. You know, and I can tell you, sikudla lokungakuthola kaManzini ukuthola khona la Asante kuphela. Yes, but like I said, as much as we are African, but of course we cater. I mean, for Indians, we cater for all tribes, basically. So lapha nje thina we've been having a lot of baby showers, which is we are blessed. Now abantu bathi lalela nani indzaba le kahle for ukuthi ngihambe ngiye baby showers eAsante. We've been having a lot of bridals, you know, we call it the bridal showers. We've been having a lot of birthday parties. Yes, and yes, indeed, conferencing. Into lemco about conferences is that you want a quiet space. And at the same time, which is what we offer. We have our buffet, which is like about starting from about 250. You know, we have our a la carte, which basically lapo order from the menu. You know, so sengifikile eAsante nala party yami ngiyajabula ngalokudla kwabo labantu. So basically, yes, my event coming this weekend already, we will be looking in terms of having like charity functions whereby this is what we do. Now to see Asante when we always want to give back, because as much as we are running a business, but we always want to also say to people, thank you so much for supporting us. I mean, we've partnered with so many charity organizations that we just give them a complimentary, accommodation, where they just come and host, whether they are doing whatever in terms of fundraising. So we also give back to community to say thank you for supporting us at Asante Guest House. So yes, the place we have a swimming pool. Who doesn't want a pool party? These days, I mean, we've got a balcony. We're talking about top roof parties. People enjoy that. That's the right space. Whilst in Sahleli lapha, need enjoy music and people love the view basically that we also get to offer, in our establishment.
I hope you're still enjoying watching your favorite program. This is Buhle Betfu. Asante Guest House is just breathtaking. You know what we bring, nothing but the best. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. There's more for you right here on Buhle Betfu.
one of the things that we've been working on because of the demand, people will come in and say, hey, I mean, you guys, you got such a lovely space, but we don't know much about you on the social media. So what we've done as well now is that we had to work on our social media in terms of marketing the place, let Asante be known. So now our clientele now, it started with the locals. I mean, they enjoy coming to the space. I mean, they know Asante now. We would say, I think, as much as it's close to town, but I just want to take a walk. I mean, we are a walking distance of about 10 to 15 minutes to town. So we are doing hambela nemwako, we are stroll like a man's and and enjoy our drinks, enjoy our cocktails, enjoy our food, so which is an advantage to us because I mean we're not far from town, but at the same time you're not in the business noisiest place, you understand, which is an advantage to us. So I would say that the location, I think it's fitting very well to the locals. I mean, we've got corporate people that comes here, which we call our regulars every day. We know because this is their home now. After such a long day, you want to go to a place and unwind, over a glass of wine, over a cocktail, and have your favorite meal. You go on the Facebook page, you go look for Asante Eswatini, also available on Instagram, also available on Twitter, so, and then, but if you need to contact us, you can send us an email on bookings@asanteswazi, or you can use the GM underscore, which is like gm@asanteswazi.com. Then in terms of contact details, you can get hold of us on 76735718, or alternatively you can just call on 769-283-13, Swazi mobile number 7961-4959. We are available. We'll be ready to assist you at any time.
My name is Lakson Matsika. I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe. I'm working here as a senior chef at Asante Guest House. We specialize in African dishes and international dishes. This afternoon, I want to introduce you to our menus, everything, the food that we prepare at Asante, which called Marimba Restaurant. This our first dish. It's called Masbanga. Masbanga is served with several starches and salads and vegetables. Now Masbanga, you can grill it or fry it, depend on your choice. And this one it's our sasa. Then this one it's our country mixed vegetable. And this one it's our side salad, avocado salad, and our corn is served with our corn with other several starches. That's our signature dish at Marimba Restaurant. Our second dish, it's Makaya chicken. That's the Makaya, our traditional chicken from Makaya. And this one, it's our beetroot salad. Our vegetable, it's a butternut, and it's served with our starch, pap, or several other starches. It's strictly traditional, no spices, no what. That's our Swaziland dish. This is our dish, our Marimba dish. It's tilapia from Central Africa. It's our fish. We serve it grilled or fried, depending on your choice. And this is our vegetable. It's also served with the salsa and the side salad. And it has got several starches, chips, and corn. We serve with we squeeze a lemon. That's our African dish as well, tilapia fish. The dish that is in front of me, we call it Marimba basket. Marimba basket, that's our signature dish at Marimba Restaurant. Marimba, it consistent of ribs, wings, then salad served with chips and chili sauce. You can eat it in mild or hot, depending on your choice. That's the ribs. And Marimba, you only find it at Asante Guest House only. Nowhere else you can find it. The original taste belongs to Asante Guest House.
My name is Kuzi McGinn, and this is Sugar Snap Cafe. So we're nestled right in the middle of the Amberbarn industrial site, amid all the sort of hectic businesses at Carter's Garden Centre. You walk through the shop and then you're in an oasis of plants, veggies, little pools with some fish, and of course our lovely menu. I came up with the name Sugar Snap Cafe when I initially started my business, which was as a private caterer, just doing some private catering for places around Swaziland. And I got quite a few good customers, and I realized there was actually a market where there was no real outside seating cafe in and around Amberbarn. And luckily this opportunity came about. They had some space here. This used to be the old fertilizer room for the whole of the garden centre. So I snapped up the opportunity to change it into a commercial kitchen and a obviously nice little cafe seating area. And that was 3 years ago. We've got some really good responses from visitors when they are around, and also regular customers. And we're very lucky. I'm very lucky to have a good following here. I really like to work seasonally and fresh. Everything is freshly prepared. We don't do any processed foods. All the salads and lettuce comes from my mum's garden. She's got a lovely garden. And like I say, we use a lot of berries, a lot of fresh food. I try and cater for, all the different food fads, not fads, but so we've got some vegan options, we've got a lot of vegetarian, and we've got some meat eaters as well, meat options. So it's not your average run-of-the-day food, because I think this be a little bit different, and so far everyone seems to like that. At the moment, we are opening from Monday to Friday from 8 till 5, and we serve breakfast, lunch, brunch, and that's throughout the day. On a Saturday, we are open from 8 till 1. Because of the centre, we have to close when the centre is. But we have future plans, and applications are in process, and we will be extending our hours to be having what we're going to call occasional Sunday brunches and lunches, and to start off Friday evening meals. I would say we've got two favourites, and that is our French toast with bacon and seasonal berries, and our eggs Benedict with either bacon or salmon. We've got a website, www.sugarsnapcafe.com. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, just Sugarsnap Cafe. So we're on the social media platform. So with arrangement, a lot of the people who order food, like from our canapé menu or our at-home menu, I do offer a delivery service free for around Amberbarn. If people are down in Ezewini or further in Malkerns, a delivery fee will be included, but that is always discussed beforehand with the client. We're pretty much open to everything with catering. We do have a very popular canapé menu for a lot of businesses who are wanting to they've got people visiting and they just want to have a cocktail party just to introduce their clients. So that is very popular, just a small party food. We also do weddings, we do parties, we do bridal showers. We're open for everything. All our food and drink, I like to keep it seasonal. And one of our best sellers is this watermelon and mint and lime smoothie. It is probably, I would say, our best seller. It goes. And then as the season progresses, we're now into the mango season. So the mango smoothie or mango milkshake, depending on your preference, is also a winner. And then, so I like to move with the fruits. Winter, fresh orange. No one can beat that one. So I thought with just letting you know about our best sellers, the French toast and the eggs Benedict, that's their forte and they do it beautifully. So I'd like to show you that.